and Halloween episode is upon us. Okay.
Spooky episode.
Didn't do a UFC episode last week, but technically I did release one, and that was like I did the post fight for the other fight night that went down. I didn't do one for the Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira card, UFC 280. We're gonna open this podcast off with apologies because I thought it was gonna be the craziest fight card ever. Who else is like
a little
having
underwhelmed?
a little bit of a weird, no, not underwhelmed per se, but just like whole vibe of it was just strange. It was like good, and like Montefiore obviously smashed it, and then the Gamrot versus Dariush fight didn't go how I expected. Ate my words. I mean, there's a lot of people. I just thought Mateusz Gamrot was going to be a tough fight.
Yeah.
I was absolutely wrong. Beneil Dariush is the guy. I mean, like the fact...
No question.
The fact that Mateusz Gamrot did get him on the ground a couple times, fantastic, okay? But Beneil Dariush, hips of steel, and we're probably going to see Islam fight. And Islam, we'll get into more of this later, okay? I guess we'll just talk about this right now, just to kick this off really quick, just to get UFC 280 out of the way. Number one, Beneil Dariush is big time man, okay? Number two, what are we doing with judging? Because I don't care what anybody says, Petr Yan definitely squeaked out that dub over Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, like we've said in the past, easy days of beating him are way in the past. Dude is absolutely legit, but Petr Yan did get that fight.
Why do I feel like that's happened before, where like Sean O'Malley has won one that like he might have not should have won?
No. Usually, well, the only controversy
was one more.
Well, he got his leg kicked, and then it was like a nerve thing, and then he got knocked out by Chito Vera. But like he always has like O by his name, and now he has a dub, bro. Like he beat Petr Yan. I mean, if Petr didn't get I think the biggest thing is getting that knee to the face, dude. That's it. And then this is a few of the topics, and we'll get into a couple other things later. But just really fast, just to kick this sucker off. We need to stop. We need to stop right now, okay? Because Charles Oliveira, in my opinion, one of the most exciting, best lightweights of all time. Nobody is going to beat that guy, okay? So we need to stop kidding with ourselves that, we're going to have Volk fight for the belt?
Yeah.
Fight at 155? Okay. Volk's going to get absolutely smashed. I don't care what anybody says. Alexander Volkanovski, pound for pound, one of the best fighters on planet Earth. But there is nobody that has the amount of strength that Islam Makhachev has in the lightweight division, besides Arman Tsarukyan. But Arman's still not as strong as Islam, okay? And we just need to stop with this narrative that anybody can beat him, because I know that people are saying, like, listening in, weighing in podcast. I agree 100% with, like, Josh Thompson and stuff that they're not the same fighters. Islam's better on the feet. He sat down one of the best strikers in the division in Charles Oliveira. And then he goes down and submits him because he's not scared of his grappling. The only person that can do what they did to Charles Oliveira is Islam Makhachev. And I guarantee you, Charles Oliveira would give Max Holloway the toughest fight of his entire life. And Islam just buzzsaw through him. Like it's just like height comparison. There's no way that Charles Oliveira doesn't beat Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No.
And then Islam buzz through him, just destroys him, okay?
Yeah.
Buzzsaw. And so that's what I'm saying. We just need to stop with this. Nobody's going to beat Islam Makhachev until some of those young guns like Demirj Magulov and Arman Tsarukyan come up to the top. That's just all I have to say. The whole fact, like, all this is fun and idea, like, it's great.
Fun and games until...
And it's all fun and games until you have to go fight him, bro. He's the man. He's the guy, and he's going to hold that belt for a significant period of time.
Yeah.
So that's... we just need to stop with all these fun fights. Alexander, it's great. He's wiped out the division. That's awesome. But that's all I have to say for now. All right, now...
We're doing something fun today because it's a Halloween episode, so...
Even though there's nothing really...
We don't have it decorated or anything, but we were going to wear a costume, but it was too last minute. So today
I grew up my Nacho Libre stash.
Yeah,
for you guys,
he has a stash going.
Nacho.
Today I'm going to try to show the camera without this falling.
So I got a 6 charcuterie palette board that my mom got me, and we stuck some of the more classic we're going to do a tier list, but that like tier list is going to take too long. And so this is what's remaining of the candy bag that my mom bought. We have to restock. But so we've got a Snickers, we've got a Twix, we've got a Tootsie Roll. We had the one last single remaining Milky Way. God, thank you for that one. And then obviously a Kit Kat and
Butterfinger.
I was going to say butterscotch.
So there's a couple ones that we're missing that are also classics, like the Reese's Cup.
When you think of Halloween, it's Reese's,
100%. Or also like an Almond Joy. I was never an Almond Joy kid anyways, or maybe a bag of M&Ms, those are classics. But today we're going to be taste testing these and ranking them from best to worst.
To be fair, Reese's is already S tier. Like, we would already, that's already God tier.
We already know that
these
Reese's would be number
close
one.
In a little bit, but
so we don't even need to taste test Reese's, so that's why it's not on here actually.
M&Ms
So I have
are good, but just chocolate.
I have a weapon here, and I'm gonna be. Oh, I could pretend like I'm the person from Scream or Mike Myers. That's my costume.
So we're gonna split them in half.
So we're cutting them in half, and we're gonna taste test them, and then rank them. Number one will be. So it sucks because you guys can't see this.
Also, we feel like we're on Hot Ones right now. Haven't eaten a damn thing. So like we're like.
This is all we've had today.
So like the Snickers bar is gonna come in handy.
It's probably gonna be an S tier right now, but tomorrow it's not gonna be.
Okay, yeah, this is completely biased because all of these are gonna be like, wow, this is amazing.
So let's start at the Snickers end. You want to?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to rank these suckers.
As a kid.
1 through 6.
My favorite was... What was your favorite growing up? Like your number one?
Oh, we're missing Three Musketeers is goated, bro.
That one I liked also. Okay.
All right, ready?
So we're trying
This is a classic baseball snack.
So it has...
Low on blood sugar.
Nougat, right?
Yeah.
Peanuts and...
People don't need a description of what
and caramel.
Classic flavor, bro.
I haven't had one of those in so long.
Really? You have candy bars in your basement?
Well, and at my work.
Should we rate them? Or is that just
Also,
is this baseline?
That sounds really creepy. I have candy bars in my basement, but my parents bought candy bars.
Dude, that's freaking money, bro. All right, let's get one out of 10 though. That's a solid like 7, bro.
Yeah, I would say 7. That's a good
money.
ranking.
Because Snickers is one of those things like it's low key a meal. Like if you're like really hungry,
it's not a meal.
It's like a.
But I like that it has peanuts in it,
like
and there's more. I like that there's multiple layers to it.
Yeah.
Okay, next we've got. This is probably, as an adult, my favorite now. One of them, as a kid, Twix wasn't my favorite, but I think this is probably one of my favorites now.
Yeah. I think Kellan might have to get a dentist appointment because.
Is it hurting a little?
I don't know what it is, but I might have a little bit of an upper right hand molar complication from my wisdom teeth out. Because I take really good care of my teeth, but wisdom teeth are a different ball game, baby.
Cheers.
Extremely close to a Snickers, just no cookie.
What do you mean no cookie?
No cookie in the Snickers. Same concept.
Yeah, but there's no nougat or peanut. So actually very different.
Not the same concept. Chocolate is significantly better in here. Something about the cookie, bro, just pushes through everything.
I know. I like that crunch aspect.
And the caramel's not as thick as the Snickers.
I'm giving that like an 8.7.
Okay. I'll go 8. We're just going to flatties today. Flat numbers.
I'm giving decimals.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, this is going to be my least favorite. I already know.
The Tootsie Roll?
Never
and
ever like
this isn't the soft one. This is like the brick version. This is like the hardy one. You know, like the little small one? This is the one that's in a legit wrapper that looks like
I've never seen a big one like this. I've only ever seen like the cylinder ones. Yeah, it's got its own little cardboard packaging.
Wow. Little turd nugget.
Oh my god, these looks
looks like what I pick up every day from Chai.
Okay, this is what it looks like.
They're just gonna tear it.
Yeah, we're just gonna...
Man, that sucker is...
Here, you can
oh man, yeah. This is gonna pull a
This
crown
sounds
off.
like it would literally break a tooth.
It's like good if you want to.
It doesn't taste like horrible, but it's not good.
You just skip to the middle of a Tootsie Pop. That's all it is.
I forget that's that. Tootsie Pops, yeah.
Did you eat the whole thing?
No, but I only had a small piece. I think I'm going to take it out of my mouth.
Yeah, it's like gum that goes away after just a few seconds.
Okay, no one look.
No one look and you don't even hide.
Okay. Over that.
5, 4.
I'd give it like a 4,
It has
8.
some of a fruity flavor in. It's
No.
weird.
Actually,
like a chocolate
zero fruit to that. Zero fruit flavored. So that
I love candy.
is going very low. That's like 0.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not 0, but it's not. Like, I've had, like, there's more candies I'd rather not eat. Like, I don't like gummies. I won't eat anything gummy. I don't like,
You'd have that over, like, some
like a
sour ropes or whatever? Like sweet tart ropes?
I don't know, actually.
Okay. If Bianca would rather have a Tootsie Roll over, like, those, what are the sweet tart ropes? Tootsie Rolls are kind of up. They're like...
No, I just don't like
They're
gummy things.
ballin'.
But actually, I feel like sour gummy things are better than just regular gummy things. So there's just so many factors. I never liked sweet tarts as a kid. You know, like those like hard chalky ones.
No.
Like, not a fan. Okay, the next one up is Milky Way. This was probably as a kid my...
Oh, I like
top.
Smarties though, guy.
Never liked Smarties.
Smarties are good.
I never liked those.
Like you just pop them open, crush them up.
I haven't had a Milky Way in so long too, and isn't this like
I haven't
the same
had a
thing?
Milky Way in forever, bro. So Milky
this
Way
is
is
like the
basically a
exact
Three
same
Musketeers with caramel.
Or a Snickers without peanuts. They're all just different versions of each other. Oh my god,
This is the closest thing to gourmet that we've had. Like, this is the closest thing to C's, I think.
This is like nostalgic as hell because these were my like if I went to 7-Eleven and I would pick out a candy as a kid, it would be a Milky Way or a Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
But Three Musketeers
Those
were
are
almost
money, bro.
too rich.
Yeah, the caramel breaks it
I
up.
like the caramel in it, not caramel.
I feel like I'm on Great British Bake Off or like a chocolatier show. I'm breaking it down. Yeah, solid. I give
Why
it like
do I want to rate that higher than the Twix?
What do you go? 8.8. So you can go 9 on a Milky Way. Mm-hmm. Wow. Holy moly. Okay.
I'm going 9 on a Milky Way.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd say it's tied with the Twix. What, I give it an 8?
Yeah.
I'm just not like...
I know you're number 1. You're not what?
K stands for Kit Kat and K stands for Kellan, and Kellan loves Kit Kats. Those are the main juice. Like, this is the best candy that you could possibly have on planet Earth. The wafer, the crisp of the wafer with just the chocolate, dude.
These
can
were
down
probably
these suckers.
one of my least favorites as a kid, and even now.
I don't understand.
I'm not a wafers person.
Can you open them up? Stop flailing them around, teasing me.
At least we could split them in half, like, perfectly.
Yeah, you don't even need a knife for a taste test. Oh my god. Dude, I could set the world freaking record for these suckers. I'm telling you.
Yeah, these are boring. And the wafer itself doesn't taste good.
And don't disrespect and give it to me. Dude, these are the best. You can't tell me different, dog.
That's really low for me.
Okay, hit me with the Butterfinger.
Like, after having a Snickers, Twix, and Milky Way, it makes me realize how much I don't like Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are the best of all time.
So what are you rating it?
10.
10?
It's pushing 11.
So
And it's on a scale of 10.
So our last candy up for debate is the Butterfinger, which I recently ate one.
Whoa.
With
like
Kellan
some
because
water?
his family. Sure, because his
Yeti,
family.
not a sponsor.
His family bought Halloween candy, and I had one, and I didn't realize how much I actually really like them.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
I'm a peanut
love
butter
Kit Kats,
person.
dog.
But I actually like Butterfingers, probably my top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, except this is these are it's impossible to cut.
Take a bite. Can't believe you attempted to Bro.
I love the flaky layers.
Just like a wafer.
No,
Yes.
that has substance. Wafers don't.
Okay. Disregard your rankings. Forget about them. Go 1 through 6 right now.
Milky Way, Butterfinger, Twix, Snickers, Kit Kat, Tootsie Roll.
Why did you do that the fastest ever? Can you just like do it slow one time? Like she's like slow. Okay, come on, hit me with it one more time. I didn't even catch it.
Milky Way, Butterfinger, Twix, Snickers, Kit Kat, Tootsie Rolls.
What the? You literally shit on Kit Kat and then put Milky Way at the bottom and Kit Kat number 2?
No, other way.
Oh.
What the frick?
Most people build up.
That would make me putting Tootsie Rolls number 1.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Honestly. So you're going Tootsie Roll, Kit Kat, Snickers, Milky Way.
No. Twix. Milky Way. Then no, Twix, Butterfinger, then Milky Way.
Okay. Mine, it's really simple for me. Tootsie Roll is number 6. Number 5 is a Butterfinger.
Butterfinger's towards the bottom for you? That's towards the top for me.
Number 4 would have to be a Milky Way. Number 3 is...
You said that was the closest thing we had to C's candy, and you're going to rank it that low?
Bro, can you just let me finish? Like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying things that, like, if I gotta eat it, I'm not gonna eat it.
Go ahead.
So 4 Milky Way. Thank you. And then Snickers, Twix, Kit Kat. It's simple. It's a simple formula.
Okay.
Wait, what's so wrong with what I said? I said the right one. You said the wrong one.
No, mine was 100%
Bro,
right, and I guarantee
100%.
I guarantee
Kit Kat.
if there was
Twix.
people that are gonna comment, they're gonna agree with my
Snickers.
rankings versus yours.
No, bro. I don't even remember what I just said. But all I know is Kit Kat and Twix, Snickers. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the top 3. For sure.
Which Kit Kat, Twix, Snickers?
Yes.
Mine is
Milky Way,
Butterfinger,
Tootsie
Twix. Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll's last.
No, I just said my top 3. My top 3 is a
I'm
Milky
tired
Way,
of this.
Butterfinger, and Twix.
You're so mean. But so that's the consensus is that we have that. And those aren't even the best ones you can get. Like you have other good ones, such as Reese's that we just don't have anymore.
That's the only better one that
Almond
we don't
Joy,
have. No,
Payday,
Almond Joys. Oh wait, Payday could be good.
Dots.
Dots. Oh, if you give me dots, I'm throwing them at your house.
I'm not going to your house next year.
No, I'll just throw them at your house. No, I'm just kidding.
So that was fun. We were going to do an actual tier list, but figured this will be way faster.
Yeah, and this
now
way
you
we
have
actually
the
get to taste
consensus
them.
on the best Halloween candy. So when you're out there grinding, you're just going to ask. Knock,
So
knock,
if you're
knock.
a little
Any
kid
Kit Kats
watching
later?
this and you have the option to choose a candy, consensus is go for the Milky Way.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Twix or Butterfinger. Do not go for the Kit Kat.
Yeah. So my throat is really dry right now. I'm like partially dehydrated.
Wait,
from
can I have
anything.
a sip of that?
Yeah. Yeti not a sponsor.
Stop saying that every
I'm gonna
time
get
copyrighted.
No, I can't. I'm just using a cup, bro. I'm just using a cup.
Copyrighted.
Just use that as the thumbnail. A Yeti cup full of Halloween candy.
We hope you liked that
Guys,
segment.
Let's make this short, okay? We just have a couple more things to talk about. We got an amazing another early Halloween present gift, your birthday present, but really quickly, what I wanted to say was my main star though from UFC 280. We're gonna say Nikita Krylov. I mean, gotta be one of the most exciting light heavyweights we have on the roster. Also, gotta line him up with Jamal Hill. That would be a crazy fight. Jamal Hill might put his lights out in the first round if Nikita is too crazy like he was against Volkan Ozdemir, but I just love how good Nikita is everywhere. I mean, dude, the dude can take you down, stuff takedowns, and obviously has a really exciting stand-up style where he's not afraid to stand and bang with anybody in the division, and he has a good frame to hang with the best of the best and the bigger guys in that division, obviously. So everybody's big, but some guys have longer arms than others, some have better reach, and he just has like all the attributes to hang. So I think Nikita Krylov is going to be really good, and it sucks that he got stuck in that, what was it, armbar triangle against Paul Craig, because he would be on the fast track to a title, because it's really hard to beat that dude, and that kind of derailed him. But he just basically got the win back after beating Volkan, who just beat Paul Craig. But okay, so we kind of already talked about like Volkanovski and all that stuff. So let's get into something. I was thinking about one little fun segment, but I didn't really get into it more. All right, so we'll just like this whole entire. I just feel like UFC is crazy, is as crazy as it's ever been, and it 100% is. But like, I was thinking of, because you know how there's a ton of talk in bantamweight division, 145 pounds. There's like so much interesting stuff with the title, and so I was thinking like, you know, Henry Cejudo retired. So this is my segment, like. What inactive fighters like would be the most excited to come back right now? Like, which ones would we need? And obviously the two ones that come to mind are Henry Cejudo would be hella fun. And also, since Volk's moving up, there's so much going on with the 145-pound division. It's like, if Zabit wanted to come back, bro. If Zabit wanted to come back, this would be the perfect time. And also, Conor McGregor's an active fighter. Obviously, we need him. And then I think that John Bones Jones is going to be fighting maybe on December 10th, which is going to be a very exciting day. But like, I was trying to think of more, and there's really not a ton of dudes that are like, if you're like retiring, then they're like probably going to go to a different promotion. But like, we really need Henry Cejudo back right now, because this dude, I mean, I feel like he'd be such a fun test, like especially at bantamweight, because looking at the whole entire bantamweight division, dude, okay, I'm not convinced that just the whole Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan fight threw me into a loop, because I, along with a bunch of my UFC counterparts, thought that Petr Yan was just going to blow through Sean. And the fact that he did it it's a testament to how good Sean is, but also it shows that anything in that division is possible, and that I feel like Aljamain Sterling might kind of be the guy there. He's just going to be like another Kamaru Usman. Like, beating him is going to be extremely tough. Like, looking at the top 15 though, dude, because... So who do we got? We got Merab in there, who's obviously not going to fight him, which is going to be extremely interesting. TJ Dillashaw couldn't beat him because his shoulder. Pissed, like, what the hell, dude? And Marlon Vera. I think Marlon Vera, right now, after watching his interview with Ariel Helwani, I believe he's obviously number one contender. He's the best, but I don't know if he can stay off his back against Aljamain. That's the one thing that concerns me. I know that Marlon Vera is really like crafty off his back. He can get back up to his feet, but Aljamain Sterling seems to be a different beast, bro. He can hold you down, take your back, land ground and pound, and he can make it a shitty fight for you. And especially he's competent on the feet. Like, he'll throw bombs, he'll throw kicks to your body, like he'll try to shut your liver off, but like everything is there to set up his takedowns, because that's where he's going to destroy everybody. And when I'm looking at the division though, dude, it's like, who's going to beat him besides some of the guys at the bottom that are going to take a bit of time? Because especially with him, you're going to need a little bit of clout to want to fight him, because he just seems like the type of guy that's going to want to he's going to want the biggest money fight. He's not going to listen to anybody that's below him or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Henry Cejudo needs to come back. It would be the perfect matchup, because that's wrestling on wrestling. And I think Henry Cejudo is probably one of the only guys that can stay off his feet and actually have offensive wrestling potentially against Aljamain Sterling. Like, obviously, as Aljamain, he can get taken down. We've seen that. But I just feel like that would be the best fight. And then also, Henry Cejudo would be great to see if he could title for 145 pounds. Because I was thinking, since Volkanovski's moving up, bro, interim title, maybe? I don't know what's gonna happen there. Like, the 145-pound division out of all of them could honestly be the most messed up right now, just because of how dominant Volkanovski is. Like, if Volkanovski moves up, who's to say he doesn't just stay there? Like, he's already beat Max Holloway, and we've already seen that Max Holloway is leaps and bounds better from the next fighter, like Yair Rodriguez at number 2. He's already separated himself, so it's like, what do we do at that division? We have to shake something up. And so I think that Henry Cejudo maybe trying to get another, like, I think Henry Cejudo would probably be the only thing that brings Volkanovski back down, right? Because he's already beat one of the best featherweights of all time 3 times in a row, bro. in Max Holloway. So, and there's nothing else. Like, to be honest, like all the other guys, like Chan Sung Jung, Giga Chikadze, Calvin Kattar, those guys aren't gonna beat. Like, he's already beat Chan Sung Jung, but Giga Chikadze and Calvin Kattar, they're not going to beat Alexander Volkanovski, and that's an absolute fact. Calvin Kattar is good. I'm excited for his upcoming fight. We'll talk about that main event really quick and get predictions, but that's just not going to happen. The only guys that are going to beat Alexander Volkanovski, by the time they get up to the top, he's not going to really be there anymore. And so the only guy that is interesting that maybe will pique his interest is Arnold Allen, but he has a tough-ass test in front of him in Calvin Kattar. So I think that Henry Cejudo could be the only chance of Volkanovski coming down, and yeah, that's why I think we need him back, and then obviously Zabit Magomedsharipov. But speaking of all of this, all right, we had an absolute bombshell drop, all right? So we had Movsar Evloev, who I thought was a pretty bad matchup in terms of just like grappling and all-around fighting for Bryce Mitchell, but he gets an equally tough opponent in Bryce Mitchell, ranked at number 9. He's going to be fighting Ilia Topuria, who obviously is one of the most exciting fighters, one of my favorite fighters in all of the UFC. And I was just thinking, since UFC is 145-pound division is so wide open, I was thinking, bro, I honest to God don't think that it's out of the realm of possibility that these dudes are like within one fight of getting a number 1 contender fight, and then also maybe even getting an interim title shot, depending on how things go with Alexander Volkanovski. And so I think that's like super interesting, because it's like Ilia Topuria and Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell is the man. Like, he can grapple with anybody in the division, and Ilia Topuria, he's already shown up that he can hang with some tough dudes at lightweight, because I think Jai Herbert's striking is some of the best at lightweight, but he does get touched a little bit. But Ilia Topuria, dude, well-rounded. He has probably one of the sickest combinations in all of the UFC. His body shot to like overhand right will put anybody's lights out, and you know that he's not scared of anybody. He can get up off his feet after getting taken down, and he's going to also look for takedowns. And so this fight between him and Bryce Mitchell is going to be insane, but both of these dudes are ready to fight for the top, and especially if Ilia Topuria can get the job done, what would that put him at least at number 9, taking Bryce Mitchell's spot? And then after that, bro, you could plug and chug him in with anything, because I feel like the UFC might look and see, like, in terms of making a number 1 contender fight. I know it's tough on like Brian Ortega and Yair Rodriguez, but that's just how the world works. Is if we've already seen you freaking lose to the champ and you got some new young blood coming up, then maybe you give those guys a chance. Like, even though it might not technically be fair, it might. I think that it's plausible that Ilia Topuria and Bryce Mitchell could be fighting for a number 1 contender fight after, just depending on who wins their fight, obviously. But I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Obviously, Josh Emmett's in there. He could get a title shot. It's tough, bro, but it's just such an interesting division considering how high up Max is, and Max would piece up anybody in the division. But then when it comes to like stylistic matchups that can beat Alexander Volkanovski, I feel like the way to do that is you're going to have to close distance and not be scared. And those guys are going to be like Ilia Topuria, Movsar Evloev, and like potentially Bryce Mitchell. I think Bryce Mitchell gets absolutely pieced up. I think the best guys in the division that could beat Alexander Volkanovski are obviously Ilia and Movsar, just because they're so well-rounded and that's what it takes. I would love to see eventually, because like Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway, dude. I think Ilia Topuria, pound for pound, like if you look across the board at number 14 guys in the world, like Tony Ferguson at lightweight, Daniel Rodriguez at welterweight, Chris Curtis at middleweight, who do we got? Adrian Yanez, who's really good at bantamweight. But I think Ilia Topuria, it just goes to show how deep 145 pound is, because Ilia Topuria could easily beat anybody in the top 5 right now. And he's ready to go. Like, there's no fast tracking anymore, bro. Like, these guys, just because they're prospects, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Like, these dudes are legit, and you can put them basically anywhere in the top 5 and they'll destroy. So you can't really say that with anybody else at number 14 in any other division, dude. But yeah, that's like my thoughts. Like, this was like a bombshell to me, because even though these dudes are lower in the rankings, just because of how dominant Alexander Volkanovski's been, all you have to do is get a really convincing finish over somebody and just like collect some star power, and that's going to be the only way besides Henry Cejudo that you could get Alexander Volkanovski to come back down. Because I honest to God think that he might stay up at lightweight, but depending on how the fight goes with Islam, it might change his mind, because that could go really bad. That could go one of two ways. He could either, his frame could pay off and he could be like stocky as hell in there and like be really tough to take down, but there's just nothing stopping Islam from getting you on your back, bro. I don't care who you are. The only way that like a guy that could beat him is if he would have to move up to 170. That's my thoughts, dude.
That would be crazy if he actually like annihilated though.
Huh?
If he like just killed it.
What if he beat Islam?
That would be like
he would
insane.
be the best fighter of all time, without a doubt.
But I don't think that's possible. But like, there's always that what if. Like, we thought that this last weekend's card was going to go completely different than it did. So it's like we could be calling it like, oh, it's so obvious, but it's not.
Dude,
your whole life
swear
just
on
flashed
Jesus,
in front of your eyes.
If there's a guy to do it, I wouldn't put it past him.
You think it would be him?
The way he dominated Max Holloway in their last fight.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get touched in that fight,
Yeah.
bro. His only injury is he broke his hand on Max's head. That was his only thing.
So you never know.
Yeah,
You
but
literally never
it's just
know.
different.
It could be
bro.
an off day. It could be, but he doesn't have off days really. But you know, you never know.
Yeah. I'm just thinking early predictions though for
Yeah.
Ilia and Bryce. We got to go Bryce. I mean, I've got to go Ilia on this one.
We gotta go Bryce.
No, yeah, I was blanking for a second. You got to go Ilia Topuria on this for sure, right? Just because, I don't know, his striking can't hang with Bryce. Bryce does have a little bit of knockout power. He's got great grappling, obviously. Can just throw up submissions at all times, but Ilia's a different beast, man. And he's got no shortage of confidence. And he's proven he can hang with lightweights. I know that. He's big. He's thick, dude. So, yeah. But I swear, if Alexander Volkanovski, dude, if he got the job done,
That'd be crazy.
I could never say anything again.
No, I would actually probably have to retire.
I would have to retire. The whole reason that Islam would lose is
you
because
wouldn't
of me,
have to
bro.
retire because everyone's probably thinking what you're thinking.
No,
So it's
people
not-
think it might be close.
Oh, really?
Like, the fact that people think it's close is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Huh.
Like, I get that Alexander
I didn't know
trains with
people thought
tough-ass
that.
guys,
I
bro.
thought it was like consensus that it's not a close fight.
No, they want to do it in Perth.
What's Perth mean?
In Australia.
Oh,
And
in
they
Perth.
want to freaking... They think that it might be a good fight. And I'm just thinking, dude, it's a mistake. I swear to God, Alexander Volkanovski was thinking maybe Charles gets the dub and then I'll go in the octagon and square off with Charles if he gets the job done. I don't think Alex wanted to go in the octagon after Islam won.
Yeah.
And square off with him and shake his hand.
Yeah.
Because I get it, Alex, you're an absolute beast. But great, I'll give you this. Greatest 145 pounder of all time. And that hurts me to say because I love Max Holloway. I love Max Holloway so much.
That hurts me to say.
Because I love Max. But you beat the shit out of Max last time.
Yeah.
So, and you're a cool dude. Like, I would eat dinner with you. Like, I would let you cook me something for sure,
I
bro.
would eat dinner with you.
Like, you are an amazing
Put
cook.
a little shrimp on the barbie.
But it's going to be interesting.
We'll see. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Is there anything else that is even of a relative importance in the UFC? Oh, yeah. We have a card coming up this week. Jesus Christ.
Thought we went over that.
Huh? No, we'll go over the main event.
Oh,
Just
that's
the main
right.
event.
That's right.
Do we have are there any sick fights? I'll run through really fast.
Okay.
Some of the fights. Maybe Chase Hooper will get the dub. Joseph Holmes, maybe. Andre Arlovski seems to like he's okay. He's pretty good still at his age. I don't know how, bro. Roman Dolidze, Khalil Roundtree versus Dustin Jacoby. Holy shit, that's a good ass fight.
Listen.
Oh damn, Khalil Roundtree versus Dustin Jacoby, bro. If Khalil Roundtree can get this job done, he is the man. But
I love his name.
beating Dustin Jacoby. Why do I keep saying it like that, bro? If you can beat Jacoby is one of the best 205-pound strikers. Like, he'll put your absolute
Jacob
lights.
Y?
The way that who did he? It was Dao Jung, was it? Yeah, Dao Jung. The way he put his lights out after Dao Jung was kind of getting in his flow state. And it's like, bro, he's the absolute man. Look at his win streak, dude. He literally.
No, he's
what is
killing the
this?
game.
He's absolutely killing
Why
it.
was it disqualified? The go down.
Oh, it was a draw, split decision versus Ion Kutelaba.
Oh.
Just one of those days for him, probably. Trayshawn Gore, our boy. Trayshawn Gore's fighting for Josh Fremd. That's going to be interesting.
Not
I'm probably
my boy.
going to give Trayshawn Gore.
Actually, not my boy.
Dirty
Actually, was my
Bird.
least favorite.
Dirty Bird's fighting, huh? Bouncing back after that.
What about where is my boys?
Robert?
No, the bear.
What?
Not Trayshawn, but the other guy that was on the
Pooh
show.
Bear.
Pooh Bear.
Yeah, he had a sick ass knockout. I'm pretty sure last time.
And
Wait, yeah, he had like one of the craziest knockouts. My dad literally came in the garage after I was like in there laying down, being exhausted from the freaking rogue bike, and then he comes in there. He's like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I saw it. It was crazy. Yeah, it was a head kick against Takashi Tensato.
oh my god,
It's crazy. Yeah, he's looking nice, dude. He's cut up now because I think he moved to 170, right?
Oh,
Yeah. All right, main event. I'm going Calvin Kattar on this one. I think it's tough to get Calvin Kattar out of there, dog. It's tough to get him out of there, and I think that
good one.
I think Arnold Allen might find success early, but Calvin Kattar, dude, he looked good against Josh Emmett, okay? And I thought that maybe he won that fight. It's all coming full circle, bro. The last time we dog sat, that was like when we watched that fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like in the next week, he's fighting again. That's a whack.
That is so weird.
Calvin Kattar, I think, is going to get that job done. His boxing is so much fun. The way he paws out his jab, I love him so much. Body kicks. And then he also isn't afraid to like mix in the wrestling a little bit. So it's going to be a good fight. I think that the only way to beat Arnold Allen is to just mix it up big time. Like, you just can't make him feel comfortable in any aspect. Because I know Allen's going to mix it up. So if you can just match that and you can just like bloodying up that face, dude, softening him up, I think that Calvin Kattar is going to get the job done. Rips to the body. I think Arnold Allen, he's going to start fast, but he's never fought anybody like Calvin Kattar before. And over a 5-round fight, I think it's going to really wear down on him after like 4 rounds, like absorbing all that damage that Kattar's going to throw out. Because if we know one thing, we know Kattar's going to throw volume, and we know that he's going to like piece, just ding, 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 pick at you. And eventually when you're in that 5th round, it's going to be tough. So that's why I see it playing out. Calvin Kattar, one tough son of a gun, man.
I think he will
Calvin
win
Kattar,
too.
he's just fought the best of the best, and this is a big step up in competition. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Peace out, boys. You had our official candy rankings. Movsar Valoy versus Bryce Mitchell is going to be absolutely baller. And, yeah, I guess I got to apologize to all the people out there that look to me for betting, you know? No,
that bet based off of your podcast?
Yeah. But yeah, that was my little rant on how the 145-pound division
God
is
you're
crazy.
not into betting. Like, some guys bet us so much money. Even when we were at Dave's Hot Chicken, they were talking about bets.
I was like, God, dude. They're
like
wishing
there's so many guys that are so into betting. I didn't realize.
I don't have money to bet. Even when I do have money to bet, I'll be like, why am I betting? I would never bet on anything.
It's until you make a big win, then
that's how they get you.
That's like, because that feeling of like, oh, that's so good. You know, it's like addicting.
Yeah. So maybe they're on my side. Someone up there's on my side because they know that I should never win anything because then you never get me
would be literally homeless is why.
I know. I'm too smart with money. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. We'll hit
see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. Have a safe Halloween.